Here's why listening to your nursing school lectures is not a guarantee that you're going to do well on your nursing school exams, even if you record them and listen to them over and over and over again. It's because if you simply listen to the lectures and do nothing else, it's a very passive learning strategy. And this is coming from somebody who is an auditory learner. I learn and retain best by listening to things, and I still say listening to lecture is a passive learning strategy. Now, there are totally ways that you can transform it from a passive learning strategy to an active learning strategy, and you should be doing this. First off, doing some prep work so you understand something about the topic you're being lectured on before you get to class will go a long way. That's because you've already wrestled a little bit with the content before you're listening to it from your professor. Now, this is going to be doubly true if you're using the Silver Bullet study system, which is the 4-step study method that I teach students to use. Obviously, it's an active learning strategy, and you can learn it for free in the link in my bio. You just have to put your email address in. But if you've done some prep work, you'll kind of have a lay of the land, so it'll be easier for you to follow along with your professor, so you're going to understand some of the nuance that she's trying to tell you in the lecture. It's also important to do this so that it's easier for you to pay attention, not for specifically what your professor is teaching you, but for the clues she's giving you about what she thinks is important for the exams. The act of you trying to take your instructor's perspective is going to be a very helpful active learning strategy as well. Because remember, she's an experienced nurse. And finally, if you do choose to record the lecture so you can listen to it later, that's fine. It's not inherently bad, but you can't only be listening to it without engaging in it actively. So actively listening to it, asking yourself questions about how different concepts connect, using the things that your professor focuses on to dig deeper on your own study time will help a lot too. Because remember, ultimately at the end of the day, it's not what your professor is lecturing you on that you're even going to be tested on. It's how to think about that information she's teaching you. And that's really why you have to have a study strategy that is going to not only guide you through what to learn, but also how to think about what you've learned. And I help students do this every day in my VIP tutoring membership. But if you're not ready yet to become a member, that's okay, because you can still learn the Silver Bullet study system for free in the link in my bio. And follow for more nursing school study tips.